Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm a little under the weather. I mean, this just kind of happens when the weather changes this time of the year. But anyway, if you're new here, then thank you so much for joining me in today's video. This is my cute little toy poodle angel. First of all, let me just apologize for the lighting. I just really need it to be like very kind of relax, chill. I'm only using two lights right now. This light here, which is, we actually have it like a lavender color. We change it all the time, but that's lavender now. And then I've got lighting from our Christmas tree. If you guys saw my Instagram earlier, I made myself the biggest bowl of spaghetti. It was such comfort food. It was so amazing. I put just like my favorite spaghetti sauce, Rouse sauce. And you know, I always doctor it up. I season everything. You guys know I love to cook. I sauteed some onion and garlic. Then I chopped some fresh basil, put that on top, had avocado on the side. It was life. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is Tika and I am a New York City based flight attendant. I love all things pink. I absolutely love beauty, fashion, and food. That is my life, okay, honey? So I mean, that's just a little bit about me. So you guys, okay. I don't know if you guys watched The Bachelorette, but if you didn't, then you might not be caught up to speed. But one of the contestants on The Bachelorette, you guys, was actually a pilot. I mean, come on, flight attendant life change, baby. Hold on, mama, good lord. But anyway, so one of the contestants was a pilot. And I mean, he works for the best major airline in the world. And no, I'm not being biased. But anyway, so that's the tea right there. And he made it very, very, very far in the competition. He did not win, but he got a spinoff. And he is the new Bachelor. Woohoo! Go Pilot Pete. Okay. So anyway, so recently the contestants on the show, which is airing in January, were released. And you guys, there are 3 flight attendants on there. So of course, in bringing you the tea, I was like, you know what? I feel like this is something we should discuss. You know, even when it came to The Bachelorette, I hadn't watched that show in years. But of course, like, if you hear anything aviation is on TV and you're an aviation lover, you're gonna be like, okay, well, let me check it out. And then I checked it out. And Pilot Pete was like, just so sweet, nice. His family was awesome. It's just someone that you root for, you know what I mean? So I was totally rooting for him, but you know, everything happens how it's supposed to. Now he has his spinoff and he'll be able to find his lucky lady, hopefully. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know everything about it or him or anything like that. But what I will say that I found very interesting is all of the contestants are very, very young. And when I say young, I mean 21, 22. Personally, I think that is very young to appear on this dating show, you know. But the other thing is the times have changed, right? And what I noticed is they were either beauty queens, former beauty queens, models, flight attendants, or they may have like threw in a lawyer, let's see, someone that maybe works in communication, a nurse. They kind of sprinkled it a little bit, but maybe Pilot Pete was like, you know what, I want them 5'8", slim, real trim, real cute. Because don't get me wrong, these girls are beautiful, these girls are stunning. And my favorite TV show now, like that I always watch, I love Wheel of Fortune and I love Family Feud. I will also watch All American on Monday nights, but in January your girl is gonna be like keeping up, because you know what, I love love. I am all for like rooting for the next woman. So it's definitely not about age, but I do have to say that for him to have obtained his pilot license, he had to be serious and buckle down and focus and be like, this is what I truly want. have some girls on the show, like one girl said she's a reformed party girl, but the Instagram did not show reformed party girl, but that's neither here nor there. So let's dish the tea on the flight attendants that are on the show, you guys. So from doing my little research, 2 of them are from United and 1 is from, I believe, Allegiant. Don't quote me on that. But if you guys go and Google the 30 women that were selected, you will see that there are 30 flight attendants, and even the host, I believe his name is Chris, and I could be wrong, don't quote me on this, but he was saying that 2 of the flight attendants are from the same airline. That pillow was really annoying me. But anyway, so a lot of them know each other from pageant competitions, or who knows, the 2 flight attendants could have flown together. Wouldn't it be something if they both said, hey, sorry, my dog is like, don't chew on your toes, mommy, don't do that. Anyway, so wouldn't it be something if the flight attendants were like, we should apply together, let's see if we make it. So let me pull them up just because why not. So the first flight attendant that's on the show is Eunice, you guys. So Eunice is a 23-year-old flight attendant from Chicago, Illinois. And it says, given these two's background, they might be a match made in heaven. The next flight attendant is my favorite. I went over to her Instagram. She is just so adorable. She has a great relationship with her mom, and she just has such great energy. This girl right here, Megan, oh my god, I'm so rooting for her. I don't know how far in the competition she's gonna make it, but her energy from her Instagram, you felt like you knew her, and she just seemed very like kind of free and happy-go-lucky and just like a really great spirit. And that's also what I got from Pilot Pete. Again, I don't know these folks, this is just my opinion, but I adore her. So she's 26 years old. She's from San Francisco, California. It says despite her parents' divorce, she considers herself to be a hopeless romantic, and she enjoys hiking, skiing, and visiting the dog park with her dog Bear in free time. How sweet is she? Seriously, like, she likes to visit the dog park with her dog, and her dog's name is Bear. Like, advance this girl and give her a rose, please. The last flight attendant is Jade. So 2 flight attendants from the same airline. How ironic. And 1 flight attendant from a completely different airline. Can we just say that us flight attendants are out here winning? Like, y'all better do us proud. Now, here's the thing, right? So one of my friends texted me and she's like, oh, I can't believe they put flight attendants on the show. If he wanted a flight attendant, he could have easily found a flight attendant through working flights. Now, I already gave her my 2 cents. I don't like when people say that, because that's not true. Like, he works for 1 airline. There are so many airlines in the world. So just because he may fall in love with a flight attendant doesn't mean that the flight attendant has to be from the same carrier that he works for. That is just silly. I mean, we all have our own opinions, but I'm all about love. So I'm really excited for him. I think it's great that they decided to put flight attendants on, you know, this television show. And hopefully this is an opportunity for other networks to say, flight attendants are popping. And, you know, finally someone creates some sort of reality television show surrounding flight attendants, or just something else showcasing our lives as flight attendants. So hopefully that kind of stirs the pot a little bit. It's going to be interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to watching this season of the flight attendants. I am rooting for Megan. I just really like her. And her mom is a flight attendant as well, and I believe her grandmother as well. She's just a gem. You know, I'll have to look at the other girls as the season goes on and progresses and things like that. There are a few people that kind of caught my eye just because from watching The Bachelorette, I feel like I have an idea of who he, meaning the Bachelor, is. And just, you know, but you never know. I don't know, because I don't see him making out with some girls and everything. So anyway, congratulations to the 3 flight attendants that were selected. I'm pretty sure, you guys, a lot of flight attendants applied to be on the show. I mean, it makes total sense. But you know what else they should have did? Producers, if you just so happen to come by this video, or if somebody knows somebody that knows a producer, you guys should have put like a gate agent on there as well from whatever airline. I mean, it just would have been interesting to put people on the show that also are affiliated with aviation, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just flight attendants. I mean, at the end of the day, the pilots and the flight attendants, we have interaction, but not as much as like you probably think one would. But the pilots interact with the gate agents as well. That's just me burying myself in aviation, so don't mind me. Anyway, so if you guys are looking for a new show to watch this coming winter, actually, at least winter here in New York, if you're somewhere warm and it'll be like 80s or 70s in January, just don't talk to me. But I still want you to click the subscribe button, okay? But just don't talk to me, because, or can I get an invite? I mean, I have free flight benefits. Like, I will come visit you. Like, it is cold here in New York City. I'm talking icicles cold, okay? Anyway, let's transition. So something else really exciting is happening in January. You guys are going to flight attendant training. Wow, I feel like you guys just interviewed. You guys just got your CJOs, but whoa, flight attendant training is happening. The training dates are rolling in. So what I did, because I love you guys so much and because I'm the plug and I always set you up for success, I reached out to one of my homegirls who actually graduated maybe, I mean, she just got off her probation, so like 7 months ago. And I was like, girl, if you could just share anything that like you brought to training, or things that people need to bring to training, or just what is training like in 2019? Because I haven't trained or went to flight attendant training, like actual flight attendant school, if you will, in years. So what, you know, what do I need to tell my homegirls and my homeboys on YouTube so that they are set up for success in these streets, okay? So here's the list. She wrote me a whole text, so I'll be reading through a bunch of different stuff. But here we go. So she said you definitely want to bring containers to pack your lunch and your snacks, and reusable water bottles. And I may have talked about this in another video, and if I did, you guys, listen, we're going into 2020, so things change and some things stay the same. So anyway, so that's definitely true. Reusable water bottles are really great, because I know the training center that I trained in, there was like a fountain, and I could just easily go and get ice and fill it up, and I didn't have to like buy water. But if you want to go to the grocery store or wherever you are and buy water bottles, then that's totally up to you. She said bring emergency, and emergency is like that little packet. If you're feeling sick, you like drink it and it's supposed to make you feel better, because you got to realize that like you don't have any days to miss. Like, you cannot miss days. If you were to have an emergency or something like that, like, you're, I guess it would depend on the airline, you're not necessarily like done, but you would probably have to start over, or if you miss too much time, like be put in a later class. And seniority is everything when it comes to flight attendant training. So you just want to make sure that you have NyQuil, whatever, like you've got your Zyrtec, any medications that you need. You know, depending on your training, it could probably be anywhere from like 3 weeks to 7 weeks, just depending on the airline. But you want to make sure that you have your medications. Like, just bring that stuff just in case. Even if you're a person who never gets sick, you can sleep as much as you want before training, but once you get to training, it's going to be pretty hectic. So you are just, your body is going to be on a different wave, and you could easily get sick just from the constant go. So bring emergency. And she said also bring some ramen noodles. You know, you can pop them in the microwave. You know, don't be too proud to beg. Hey, get your salt and pepper, doctor them up. So another good one too, she didn't mention this, but like airborne. So there's emergency, there's airborne, but just anything that will quickly help the body recover, different types of tea, all of that, just because many people do tend to get sick, I will say that. So what else did she say? She's really extra, and I'm extra too. So she said she brought like Lysol wipes, and she would always wipe down like her desk and like the tables. And I mean, you do what you can, whatever works for you. But again, people are getting sick, and you're you know, you're in these classrooms like all day, and there's germs and the keyboards, and you know, on the average, like you may only interact with a keyboard in your own home, but in training, if you're doing your computer-based trainings and things like that, you're in different computer rooms and all that sort of thing. So you may just want to like try to keep stuff as clean as possible. So I'm with her on that. Another thing that just came to mind, bring a ton of pantyhose, like so many. I mean, I know like for me, the pantyhose that I wear, I can typically get a good probably like 6 wears out of them, maybe even more. I'm very particular about like my movement and like making sure that I'm not rubbing against stuff that's ripping my pantyhose. But again, I'm very extra. But if you're in training and pantyhose are a requirement for whatever you're wearing and you're not able to get to the store, that's not a good look. So Christmas is coming, y'all. Ask a family member to give you like a $50 gift certificate to Walmart, and then just get a whole bunch of gift cards and go get everything that you need. She brought wine. I mean, hey, as long as you are within the, you know, I don't know what the requirements are for drinking wine. Like I know like the flying requirements, like you can't drink like 8 hours prior, but I don't know that, I don't know, whatever they tell you, but just like obviously don't show up to class drunk or anything like that, or even like tipsy. But you know, you can have your wine if that helps you decompress. Oh, another thing guys, which I think could be helpful for training, I talked to you guys before about those little room sprays that I got from Bath and Body Works. You might need those because like what if you have a roommate that like passes gas all through the night? Speaking of a roommate that could be annoying, you might want to have like noise canceling headphones or like an eye mask if they have the lights on at night. Just a thought. And also, I don't know, like just have some sort of room spray on you, or even for like the bathroom, just have it because it comes in handy. I mean, I'm always spraying the plain bathroom and things like that because sometimes stuff is stinking. Okay, so let's see what else, because we were literally going back and forth. She said she brought extra hangers, a USB, she brought shoe polish, note cards. Did I mention highlighters? Because I feel like she said it like 2 or 3 times. An extension cord, because she's just really extra, so she probably had like everything. The one thing I will say though, and I think that's pretty much it. You guys can look at my other training videos, but the one thing that I will say that people really don't talk about, and I only thought about this because someone just asked me about it like a day ago. They were asking me, should they bring an extra suitcase for their training uniforms, like not their training uniforms, like your uniforms that you're gonna get when you graduate. And I was like, wow, like I never thought about that. My mom and my now fiance came to my graduation and we flew back together, so I was able to put stuff in their bag. So that's an option if you have someone coming to meet you from training, or if you have the options to bring your car, you could always use it. But again, I was able to put stuff in their bag, so I told them like pack very, very light, because I'm gonna need to put my uniforms, like depending on the uniform that you select, if the airline has a blazer, those things take up a lot of room. So just be mindful of that. Just make sure that you bring a lot of relaxed clothes, because I think some people get so caught up in like the training stuff that you get there, like you don't want to get to training and realize that you forgot something and have to go spend money, because money does get tight. So now while the holidays are here and while your family is, you know, getting ready to get you gifts, think about what you would like to bring to training, whether that's your dresses or your shoes. I stand by Clark's. I have links down below shoe wise for my onboard shoes and my heels. Stay away from Sky Pro shoes. Those things are terrible, like terrible. But anyway guys, this video has been long enough. If you guys have any specific questions regarding flight attendant training, or if you want to talk about The Bachelor, comment down below. Let me know what videos you guys want to see next. And in the meantime, in between time, until you guys see me again, make sure you continue to stay beautiful from the inside to the out. Let your light shine. Let nothing or no one stop you from growing, glowing, watching The Bachelor, and getting your wings. I love you guys.